I'm just waiting for the video to start loading up. So here's our countdown. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yay, I got it right again. Hi there, this is Sasha Sabbath of EntrepreneurSoulCoach.com, and we are on our day 23 of the Radical Soul Expansion and Success 30-Day Tip Series. So again, for those of you who are new and are just taking in certain tips because of the title, this is my beginning opening arguments, as they say. And those of you who have been watching all of the tips or following along pretty routinely, you probably know exactly what I'm going to say next. And that is this. The purpose of this tip series is for me to give whatever I can to help all of us who are in alignment with my particular paradigms and messages during these very challenging times of not just the coronavirus, but what is surfacing in consciousness and what is happening in our society, both here in the United States, which is where I am, and also all over the country. There is a humongous awakening, a soul awakening taking place right now. And those of us who have a soul purpose path to bring great light and humanity and heart and unification and a rising up of the goodness of people and how they treat each other, how they treat other species, how they treat the environment. This is the time where the rubber meets the road. This is where we are looking to see the forces of darkness meeting with the forces of light, where the God force will come in, and those who have certain paths to bring healing and compassion, conscience, character, and courage to step up will be called forth. And so I was called forth to present this tip series. And in this series, this is particularly for people who are either business owners who are being faced and needing to pivot during these very challenging times, and also for people who might be householders. They may be retired, they don't have to own a business. However, they are mission driven. They are aware of a calling inside of them, or they are aware of wanting to know that there is a calling inside of them, and to bring out their gifts, their talents, their skills, their heart, and their compassion for others and for themselves. So I'll give you a rundown of where we've been in the tip series so far. By now, the people who've been watching this tip series, you probably have memorized this list. Here we go. The reason, by the way, that I go over where we've been is because it gives you an energetic and an intellectual understanding of the platform that I am wanting to bring to you that will allow you to become self-empowered, will allow you to take charge of your life even more. And if you are stuck, if you are procrastinating, if you are holding yourself back, if you are feeling self-doubt, if you are confused, you do not know which direction to go, these tips are here to help you move through all of that energetic barrier and go to your next step of what's appropriate for you. And those of you who are new to me, my name is Sasha Sabbath, as I mentioned. I'm a psychic intuitive and a healer and a soul purpose expert working with business owners and mission-driven contributors to get unstuck, to identify what is really, really causing them to press the pause button, and then to move through all of that, have you start channeling and having greater access to your intuition, or another way of saying it is greater access to the God within you, so that what you bring out into the world is infused with what I call bringing heaven to earth. So based on that, here is where we've been. On day 1 was our purpose and the intention of this tip series. Day 2 was a very important core technique called programming your energy field. Day 3 is another core, very important self-care, psychic intuitive, advancing technique called grounding and releasing unwanted energies. Day 4 was a review. Day 5 was a Q&A. Day 6 is disconnecting from the toxic collective conscience. consciousness, actually. And that probably tells you just in the title what that's about. Day number 7 is getting unstuck and into action. These were 2 energy flow exercises that literally help the physical energy move through your body so that your emotional, mental, and psychic, spiritual energy can move through your body with greater ease and on target. Day 8 was a tool to protect your energy field. Day 9 was grounding and clearing your room or the environment that you're in. Day 10 was an intuition and energy healing acceleration technique to get what you want. So basically, it's an intuition and energy healing manifestation technique accelerating your ability to get what you want. Day 11 was another review. Day 12 was it was an integration and Q&A again for us to customize how you can use these techniques for your unique life. Day 13 was claim, design, and program your ideal day. Then we took day 14 and day 15 off to let the dust settle and to start really seeing where your waterline was, which days and which techniques were really relevant for you, and to just let you free fall and find which techniques you wanted to review. And then we resumed on day 16, which was claim, design, program your soul aligned ideal week. Day 17 was soul aligned perception and interpretation. Here I started to bring in how to use your mind to control and direct that which is going to bring you the more inner freedom and wisdom. So that was soul aligned perception and interpretation. Day 18 was inner freedom, possible spiritual growth by changing your perception and interpretation. Then the next few days, day 19 and day 20, were more working with the shadow impact emotions that many people are experiencing right now and how to handle your life to keep moving forward in the face of them. So day 19 was grace-filled recovery from despair. Day 20, rising up from betrayal and malintent. And then yesterday was day 21, moving forward in the face of adversity and challenges. Now, isn't that the truth? And then today I'm doing a series of tips to give them in consecutive order. They are day 22, which is psychic distancing for high performance and inner peace. High performance and inner peace. I actually just changed the title. So for those of you who saw it already, I'm going to change the title to this. Psychic distancing for high performance and inner peace. Now we're going to go to day 23. And it is a very, very, very important technique for being able to recalibrate your energies so that the spiritual aspect of you is fed and is incorporated into your physical body with the tremendous amount of emotional and psychological upheavals that are going on right now. And the title of today's talk, today's tip, is Call Your Soul Home for strength, clarity, and creativity. Call your soul home for strength, clarity, and creativity. So, calling your soul home from a principle standpoint is that we leave our energy scattered about with where our thoughts go. And where our thoughts go, part of our soul goes. What happens here is that we can be having even a phone conversation, And we leave a little bit of ourselves with that other person. Similarly with projects, we can be invested and really putting tremendous intense focus on projects, and we leave part of ourselves there. We also could be having a very intense relationship, a beautiful relationship, or maybe a tumultuous relationship, and we leave parts of ourselves with that other person. And if we go into more of a supernatural and existential layer, we also leave parts of ourselves in past lives. We can have relationships in this current incarnation with people who we've been with before, which those who are of the same kind of path as myself, of metaphysics and spiritual development according to karmic and Akashic record understanding, is there are many past lives, and typically we reincarnate with fellow people who we've been with before, so that we can either learn lessons we were not able to properly learn in past lives, and or we are familiar with them, there's a bond, and we join forces towards some common mission in this lifetime. And other variations, but those are two big ones right there as to when people come back into a same lifetime together. Now, the thing is that we can be leaving parts of ourselves back in that past life, even though that person is here with us now. And so calling our soul home is to bring all of us right here, right now, in present time. Even if we are with beautiful, magnificent, heart-nurturing relationships, like with friends, family, our pets, etc., it's not going to be a problem if we pull our energy back from those people or those projects. In fact, it's better that we do, because that gives us more access to ourselves to create and to be present and to respond and to react and to design. If we are scattering our energy here and there, we are thinning ourselves out for who we are in present time. And so I'm going to teach you this exercise. It's a closed eye exercise so that you can use this whenever you feel like you are scattered and you are having trouble concentrating, or when you feel like you really want to build something with your creativity and you really want the power of your soul to have even greater access to your conscious mind. Or if you are in an emotional state where you feel like you're being pulled out of your body, like through trauma, fear, self-doubt, self-hatred. Let's see what else fits into that category. If you've been shocked in some way, if you've been traumatized in some way, your soul will tend to pull away from your human self just so the emotional body can have its process and it doesn't take as much wear and tear on the soul. In any case, the soul is always with us. It's just sometimes the soul is a little more removed from how its flows go through and integrate through the human body. And so here we are. I'll just basically give you the principle, then we're going to do it. Essentially, I'd like you to imagine that there is a ball of light above your head. And there is a grounding cord at the base of your spine. Now, for those of you who are not familiar with what a grounding cord is, please go back to day 3 of this training series and listen to it, because that is the grounding and releasing unwanted energies from your energy field. So I go into that in greater depth. Excuse me. Another, sorry about that, allergies. Another training that is a good dovetail to this one was a day 7, which had to do with getting unstuck and into action. That's another energetic type of integration of soul into human body, that would be a really good tool for you to have access to. So here we go. We've got the grounding cord, which is essentially a cylinder of light at the base of your spine that is the width of your hips, and the end of it goes and connects to the crystalline boulder at the center of the earth. So what we're going to be doing is releasing unwanted energy. You don't even have to think about it. It's already on autopilot. Your higher self knows how to do this as long as you ask and you give permission for this process to take place. We've got the ball of light above your head. And you are clear that your calling your soul home is not going to hurt anybody or anything. It's going to make you more empowered, more present, and therefore more productive, and therefore more able to be creative, to be clearer, and to have a strength in your body because more of you will be present. So, as long as you feel at peace about that, I'd like you to just take a moment and scan to make sure that all aspects of you are in agreement, that calling your soul home into present time, into who you are today, right now, will not hurt anyone. You will actually be helping all parties because more of you, your soul, in partnership with your human self, will be present. Okay, so let's have you close your eyes. I'm going to keep my eyes open. Let's have you close your eyes and take a deep breath. That's it. And just imagine that there is a ball of light above your head. And also imagine that there is this beautiful cylinder of light, the width of your hips, that is attached at your hip, at the base of your spine, and at your hip. It's all one wide band. And it completely directs down into the earth and connects to the crystalline boulder. And in just a moment, you will call your soul home, and I will tell you how to do that. Know and just imagine that this ball of light above your head is powerfully magnetic, and it is filled with God's love and light, energies from the divine. God's love and light, energies from the divine. And this ball of light sits right above your head, like maybe 12 inches, and it begins to rotate. And as it rotates, you are bringing back the scattered facets of your soul from the future, from the past of this lifetime, and from the past of other lifetimes that are ready to join you in present time. So at the count of 3, this ball of light will begin and become activated, magnetically pulling you present. 1, 2, and 3. The ball of light begins to rotate, and magnetically it is bringing you home. You are calling your soul home. That's right. You might see symbols moving, colors. You might hear words, sounds. You may get flashes of lifetimes. You may get emotions. Just allow it to flow because you are calling your soul home. And notice if you are able to detect a reaction in your physical body as these energies are gathering in that ball of light above your head. And the ball keeps turning, bringing back from the future and the past those facets of yourself that have been scattered, left, traces of you coming back home. Coming back home. Alrighty. Now the ball is starting to slow down. And now we're going to bring these exquisite energies into your physical form. This ball of light now gets transmuted into a liquid, divine elixir that is sitting in that ball of light. And at the count of 3, there's going to be an aperture that opens at the base of that ball of light. And the light begins to flow down into your body. So, 1, 2, and 3. The energies are flowing down. Wherever these energies go, they bring soothing and healing, integration, and activation of your divine blueprint. Flowing down. In, down your neck, across your shoulders and your collarbone, your chest. Flowing down your arms into your fingertips. Flowing through your heart chakra, healing any emotions that are causing you sorrow, despair, pain, anger, fear, self-doubt, confusion, frustration, down, clearing all of that out, and they pass down to your grounding cord and out through the grounding cord to be transmuted by that crystalline boulder into love and light. And so the elixir continues to work its way through your torso and down into your abdomen and into your pelvic area, clearing all stuck energy having to do with your creativity, your power, clearing anything that needs to be released that has to do with stopping you from moving forward. We are declaring that you are releasing energy so that you can move forward in your life to have happier relationships, health, creativity, success, visibility in your business where you are reaching the right customers and audience and readerships and clients, where you are reaching out with greater ease to those people you are meant to serve. And these energies continue to pour into your pelvic area, where your power to be creative, to be grounded to the earth plane, and to therefore contribute to the earth plane is being purged and healed and transmuted and transformed. And it's lightening up, and all that crud is going down your grounding cord. And you fill the vacuum with more of this light. And this light pours down through your hips, your thighs, all the way down both of your knees, through your calves, your ankles, and right out through the soles of your feet. And when you breathe in, you are now breathing in earth energy through the soles of your feet and this light through the top of your head. Your grounding cord is still releasing any energies that are being purified as you call your soul home. And now this inhale of earth and divine energies continues on autopilot, along with releasing what you're ready to let go of that no longer serves you. And just allow that to integrate, disperse, distribute throughout your human body. And before we close this exercise, you're going to ask your intuition this one question. And you will get your answer either right now during this meditation or sometime at the right time. But you'll know that it is an answer to the question you're going to ask now, which is, what is the next step for me to take that is the best next step for me? What is the best next step for me to take that is the best next step for me? And just receive, and I'll be quiet. All right. And I know that you'll remember what you got. And if you didn't get anything, you can just practice this exercise again. And just keep your awareness on alert for signs so that you receive that answer. And for those of you who want to dive deeper, where you really want to get to the bottom of what might be keeping you stuck, keeping you procrastinating, having you overthink to the point of paralysis analysis, have you not know which direction to go, having you not know what is your soul's calling, or you do know what your soul's calling is, but you don't know how to monetize it. Or there are aspects of your life that are not in alignment with who you are today and where you're going, and you just don't know what to do. Please reach out to me, and I'm going to include in this description a survey for you to fill out, which will help you understand ways that we might be able to work together if it's a fit. So let's just see how you feel guided. If you feel guided to look at that survey, it's in this description. And basically, it's your soul expansion and success activation assessment. That's what the survey is. And it's waiting for you when the time is right. So on that note, I'm going to say goodbye. We'll be getting ready for the next tip in just a moment. And know this. There is great love, there is great abundance, there is great goodness all around you. You just need to dial into it, use your discernment, know who you are, know what's right for you, and then choose what you're going to do. All the best, God bless, much love. Bye for now.